Hi, welcome back to TAC Access and congratulations on setting up your profile. Hopefully when you log in you get a dashboard a bit like mine here. I thought it would be helpful just to spend a few minutes going over the basic functionality and showing you how to create a case, just in case that isn't as intuitive as we'd like it to be. So you can see that there's a number of pieces of information on here. This lozenge here, this will usually contain any notifications from us at TAC Access. Here's your to-do list. No more post-it notes or diary scribblings. It's all within the one platform. A summary of the sessions of therapy that are booked that are coming up shortly. And of course you can click on calendar view to get a longer view of those bookings. There's a summary of the financials. We're going to go into some greater detail about the financial functionality and reporting within the site on a separate video. But suffice to say, this gives you a summary. And here are the active cases that I've got going at the moment. I can go into those clicking that grey pencil icon to edit or to change or to add information there. So the way the system is set up, it's layered into cases, and cases are children or young people in need. Courses are the courses of therapy that we set up and agree for them. The sessions are the individual therapy sessions within those. These other tabs here are the search providers link and of course the finance link, which I just mentioned. And over here again, we'll cover this in more detail in another video, the settings that you will have set up when you signed up for your account, but which you can add and choose and create more functionality with as we go. So let's start off by creating a new case. And to reassure you, anonymity is really important to us, which is why we suggest you use an alias here. Also to reassure you that when a case is complete, we wipe all of that details from our system. We don't retain any records at all. So I'm going to invent a person here, and today that person is going to be Joseph. I'm going to give him a reference number, and I'm imagining I'm in school, so I'm giving him a UPN number. But, you know, for any large organisation with welfare responsible for a young person, you might have your own referencing system that you will need to use for that to fit in with your own record keeping. I'm going to choose 7 to 11, so Key Stage 2 if you're in England, and there's an email address here which is a reminder for when sessions are coming up. That could be the young person themselves if they're GILIC competent or over 18. It could be their family. We're actually going to create a responsible adult in the next step of booking. So imagining that responsible adult wasn't the family, you might choose to add the family's email address in here. I'm going to choose online sessions. Okay, support is what I'm looking for. Training is what I'm looking to develop my staff. And I'm going to choose support in the following areas: anxiety and anger management. I can also include some notes to the therapist there that will help them to shape the course of therapy, and also to be as empathetic as possible to the young person. And you'll be in the best position of anyone to choose how much is appropriate to share, but that is an optional box. I can set up cost centers, so I could have a Key Stage 2 cost center here. I could have anything I liked. We'll create that in the financials section when we go to have a look at that in greater detail in another video. But I'm going to choose default for the purposes of our demonstration today. I'm going to create the case, and then I'm into the position of allocating a responsible adult. Okay, I'm going to choose to make that person a parent or guardian. That parent or guardian will then get an email alert to say they've been allocated to the case. They probably shouldn't be surprised about that if it's a parent or guardian. And then they will get all the reminders and alerts about sessions as they come up. So let's just put in a dummy email address so that we can move on to the next stage. And at this stage, if the person's already in the system, it will find them. If not, you can add them to the system. So yeah, I am found in the system, so I'm going to allocate myself to the case. Okay, so we get to the stage now where we can select from a short list. So I can either select myself, or choose a provider from a favourites list that I've created, or I can ask for the person who's the allocated adult to do that, and that means clicking on the link here. But let's just have a look at what the therapist directory looks like. Okay, so I can also add in here the maximum cost per session. I can choose a language. It will default to English. If I don't, I'm going to stick with immediately available. Click the search button, and here are the people that turn up. Okay, so if I click on Ali here, you'll see there's all kinds of information that you'd expect to find about Ali and the way she works and what her professional memberships are, but also, really importantly, a video. I'll click on the button so you can see it working. You won't actually hear it because I've got...
My name is Ali, and I know that you are the key to our future.
Right, you did hear it. There you go. So I can actually add Ali to a favourites list if I want to. I can click on request a proposal. I won't do that because I don't think she's expecting to hear from me today. But if I do click on request a proposal, she will then get that initial sheet that you saw me create earlier with the basic details of Joseph's case, and then she can then send back a proposal, and that might say I can support Joseph with 6 sessions of CBT, just for argument's sake, and here is how much it will cost you. You'll then get an email through the system, generated through the system from Ali, and it will say to you, this is what the proposal is, and you have the choice of either accepting that or rejecting that. From that point on, you'll need to have a personal conversation either on the phone or by email, so that you can agree on the window of time, and then the therapist can create those dates in the system, and that will then appear within the case notes that you've got on your dashboard. If we go back here, I can show you one that I've done already. So if we go to courses, so here I've got a course set up for Joe, and you can see here this is what, once the sessions times have been set, we'll get the dates, whether it's online or in person, and a live link to join the course. Okay, and when those sessions are complete, the therapist will mark them as complete, and at the end of the month you'll be billed for those sessions that have been completed. I hope that gives you a useful overview of how to use the system. It won't answer all your questions perhaps, but it certainly should get you started, and I wish you all the best with that. Thanks for being with us.